Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Bree. Hello, Kayla. Just lighting us some Palo Santo to clear out the space and really get it calling in of high frequency energy, high vibrations, love frequency. Clearing all the auras. We're just getting ourselves nice and fresh, fresh as daisies. Hello, Kayla. Hello, Shannon. We're going to have some fun today. It's going to be a little bit lighter today. We're not going to be doing much of the shadow work in today's session that I can foresee at this moment. So it's going to be a little bit more activating of joy and divine alignment, which is very natural to us as souls, believe it or not. So how is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? I'm just going to go ahead and ask now for everyone watching now, in the future, even if you jump on this in the middle of the live, I'm asking your higher selves now if you're willing to receive the light codes embedded in the transmission. It's going to be a little bit more casual than normal. However, the light codes are always channeling through. Kind of wired. Feeling good. Yep, cool. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a lot of energy. I've shared this before, but for those of you that are unaware, we're aligned with the center of our galaxy right now, the galactic center. So we're getting a lot of incoming high frequency light, high frequency memory activation, and light codes that are just, they're coming in, you know? It's more of us is what it is. So it's not anything to be feared. It's something to really appreciate and really anchor. Now is the time to anchor your light. And so when it's feeling chaotic, before I start the card reading, I'm just going to, it seems like the High Council of Lights in my consciousness, and they want to give us a little message. Didn't think I was going to be trans-channeling in this one, but here we go. Okay, so for those of you who are feeling chaotic, or you're feeling off center, or you're feeling destabilized in some way, what the spirit guides are all in my consciousness sharing is, now is the time to really focus on temperance and balance and stilling yourself at center. So it's a practice. But every single time that you catch yourself feeling chaos, or feeling fragmented, or feeling scattered, or feeling like you're in overthought, it's okay. You're not going to flag it and go, shame on you. You know, no shame in this game. You're going to flag it and go, I see you. What's going on here? And really settle into the heart before you do anything. Because, hi Amanda, because if we're doing anything from the mind, and the mind is going to be chaos. So anytime that we're reading that in the field, we're sensing that in the field, it's okay. It's okay. Soften around it. You're recognizing. And then you're dropping that into the heart where the true wisdom is. And this is something that I'm sensing we all do when we're not grounded, which is we let the mind drive. And the mind is beautiful. We love the mind. We need that mind. That mind keeps us able to function here. But it's not the driver. It's got to be the heart as a driver. You got to get the heart in the driver's seat. It sounds really simple, but I promise you, the next time you have to make a decision or choose which way to go or what opportunity to seize or who to reach out to assist you in some way, don't check in the mind, because the mind only knows what already happened. And unless everything's been going exactly the way you want it to, you're going to want to use another faculty, like your heart. So how do you enter the heart and stay there? It's a beautiful question, Enzo. So number one is the breath. So what's coming in is taking the awareness, the focus, the breath, envisioning, imagining, pulling, calling into the heart. Taking that moment there, I would really suggest hands over the heart. If you're new to staying in the heart, the best way to get there right away is 1 or 2 hands over the heart, eyes closed. Why? Why are we closing the eyes to get in the heart? Why? We close that outward projecting element of the vision into the 3D that scans what is here. We close those eyes, then we can imagine that energy dropping, using the breath. Maybe just do some breaths into the heart right now. Maybe do some holographic heart breath, where you're breathing into the heart, expanding in a big ball of gorgeous light, and contracting, expanding and contracting from center. And then just letting things settle. And then smoothing and tending, because if you're avoiding the heart, it's because you're perceiving it as a place that generates fear only. And is this true? No. So for those of you that have been restricting the energetic field of your heart chakra, that's what I'll say. Gently expand it. Gently tune into it. Gently listen to it. Every day, say, I'm going to tune into my heart right now and see what's there. And oh, there's something there. And oh, it's something I've been avoiding. And I'm feeling it now, coming to my awareness again. And some of you might be doing this right now. Oh, that's right. I can be joyful. I was turning down my joy because I perceived it would take me to a place that would hurt me. But that's not even true. Something like that may come up. Okay, so we're going to pull the first card, and I'm getting called to the Archangel deck. So we have a few decks here. I don't know how many we'll get to because I started this a lot later than I normally do, and my children will be home within the next hour or so. But we're going to go with it, and we're going to sit together. And we're going to have a wonderful day together, Jared and Kate and everyone else who's here. So we have the Archangel deck. It's Diana Cooper, and the art is Jane Delaford Taylor. Let's see what it has for us here. Game time. All right. 13 is already coming up for Shannon. Shannon knows the drill. Shannon's been here before. Okay, so I'm going to hold up the deck. A number comes to heart. It's like, whoop. What's that 3 doing there? I guess I'm getting a 3. But a number may pop in. You might hear it. But share it in the comments, because I'm going to pull a few of these. Numbers, 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 no numbers. I forgot a pen. 4 and 7. Okay, we got some 7s. Shannon had that 14. Let's see. Or 13. Okay, we got 13, 4, 7. Okay, so we're going to do 4 and 7 because 4 is actually the numerology of 13. So to do the numerology of any number, you're just going to add them up until you get to a single digit. So Sean, for example, that would 12 would be 3. And this, of course, is the caveat, gold dog digger, which is when you have an 11, a 22, or a 33, you don't reduce because those are master numbers. Okay, so we're going to do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, and 11. We're going to do 11 too. Okay. And then Sean, for your 12, I think you're going to get your number in our number 4 card. That's what I'm feeling. So I put this up here because I thought it'd be a little bit more visible. And it turns out it's like got the sun right behind it, and that's kind of cool. And I just noticed that, and that's kind of cool. Like I was just watching a documentary for a few minutes about Stonehenge, and I was so into it. And Stonehenge is really cool. I don't know what that has to do with this, but we're going to keep going. Okay, so 4 is cherubim. Look to the stars, accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. Ooh, and I figured out how to do this last time. What did I do? I changed the orientation so you guys can actually read it right, and I don't remember what I did. So let me just see if I can figure that out. Mirror. That's it. Yeah. Moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Now you can read the words. How cool is that? This star being figured out earthling stuff. Yeah. Okay, so cherubim. And this card really is calling us to, interesting, I'm getting to, for all of us to really anchor our grounding cord right now. So for those of you that are not driving or operating machinery and want to play with some energy in this session, we're going to do a little bit of that here. So what I want you to do is, if you're seated, hopefully you're seated. That's probably the best position to take this in. Yeah. So you're going to be placing your sits bones, both your right and your left sits bones. So picture them, imagine them, feel them, sense them. Oh, I've got bones down there and they touch the surface beneath me. I'm going to try and not be creepy about all of this. So you're pressing the right down, pressing the left down, pressing that right down, pressing the left down. And then, oh, they're unifying. Whoa, I have a whole cord that goes down from my root chakra into the earth. What? Do you feel that cord? It's there. You're feeling it. You're sensing it, this grounding cord. It's so sturdy. Didn't miss much, Greg. We're grounding our grounding cord right now with the cherubim and our inner child. We're playing with it. We're having fun with it. So sturdy. I feel so safe with this grounding cord re-solidified. I feel so held. It feels like Mama Gaia is creating this beautiful throne. I can feel all of my meridians and energetic pathways flowing. I can feel everything within me that wanted to clear moving down this grounding cord. It feels so good. It feels so good to feel this grounding cord and to feel safe and sturdy and connected and supported and held. And like I don't need to concern myself with how much light I'm calling in because I know I'm safe to call it in. I know I'm safe to embody my higher self because I'm safe here. Mama Gaia's got me. Just gonna hold me here while I'm here. Just gonna protect me while I'm here. Just gonna help me stay healthy when I'm here. Just gonna protect me and hold me the whole way. So that was Mama Gaia channeling through me. Isn't she lovely? Isn't Mama Earth lovely? Don't be fooled by when humans are acting out their wounds. Humans are beautiful. We are beautiful. And we're safe here. We're safe. Don't let the news or any person in your life that is so convinced of their story make you change your truth. That is that you are safe. You're safe. Thank you, Cherubim. Thank you, Mama Gaia. Okay, and that was a very fun channeling to bring in. Very grateful to my higher self for allowing that. And then we had 7, and I think 11. I don't know. There's cards here. Pretty sure this one's 7. Pretty sure. Think so. Like 80% sure. Archangel Bokpi, it is time to fly. Listen to your intuition. And immediately I'm thinking I should have brought my pyramid. Because my pyramid kind of keeps me from floating off into the 12th dimension, which is kind of like where I love to be. But it's all in one place too. So it's all the same thing. It's multidimensional. And so Bokpi. Bokpi is supporting me in place of my pyramid. So we did that grounding cord exercise, helping you feel really safe, helping you feel like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I'm good. I'm good. I'm grounded. I feel good in my body. I'm good. And then Bokpi's saying, okay, now that you're sturdy, let's fly. Let's fly up that silver cord. Let's see what we got up there. Let's see what our higher self has for us up there. So the mission of this read was to help us all feel divine alignment. We're going to do that. Every single one of us here today. We're going to feel that feeling, that frequency. Divine alignment. Divine alignment is play. Divine alignment is I'm safe. I'm anchored. I got that grounding cord there. I know I'm good. I know I'm connected. I know that if anything pops up while I'm going up this elevator shaft of my consciousness into the dimensional aspects of each chakra, into the dimensional aspects of each expression of my oversoul, you're first, you're safe. And alignment is about effortlessness. When you know you are in alignment, you go with the flow. It's not force anymore. So it's through these processes that we've been talking about. Going into the heart. What is my highest excitement? What is going to really light me up from inside today? I'll share what that was for me today because it was kind of funny and goofy. And I filmed a video of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it. But I'll find the courage, hopefully. But when I tuned into my heart, it was go put on some really loud music, stand on your vibration plate, and just dance it out. And just dance like a total weirdo. And I did. And it was so fun. And it felt fantastic. You know, but if I let my mind in the driver's seat this morning, before deciding how to go about, it's a beautiful one, isn't it? Deciding how to go about this day, my mind said, grab that Soul Healing with Bree to-do list and do those things. Try to figure out how to make this sustainable money-wise so that you can keep doing it. But then when I dropped into my heart, it was something different. It was, you need to slow down today. You need to rest today. You need to take a salt bath today. You need to dance today. You need to not do the chores that are all around that need to be done. You need to rest today. So I said, okay. And I did. And I'm so happy I did, because it enabled me to show up here with all of you. And it's going to enable. So Ray and anyone else that's feeling like you have a disconnect between the mind and the heart, it's okay. You're just noticing, You're just noticing. And then you're getting curious. This is a really, really key component of shifting in consciousness and ascending, which is, okay, something's coming up that previously I had resistance to or a dislike of or something. And you're softening. You're going with the flow, with the current. When you go with the current, you're not swimming upstream anymore. You're not battling and striving anymore. So that's why for my little today example, I'm nurturing the energy first. I'm nurturing my spirit, my soul first. And anything that comes from that is divine alignment. And all of you have this ability too. So if you're sensing that mind is saying something that it doesn't feel aligned with the heart, just get real curious about it. Why? Why might that be? Okay. Interesting. Observe yourself. I say bokpi, but I've heard bokpai. Let's ask the archangel. Immediately, it's like I'm getting, we're not really that obsessed with language as you guys. It's so funny. Bokpi. It's bokpi. That's how, when I channeled, that's what I got. Of course, I've done no research on this, in the human. I'm just tuning into the energy, frequency, and vibration. Yeah, actually, that's Susan. You're pointing to some really interesting things, really, because so the archangels are in my consciousness now, and I'm going to pull out the last card, which is Jeremiah, Archangel Jeremiah. Learn from your challenges, relax and trust. How vibin' is this, Jeremiah? He's already in the field. So the archangels are not like humans. Okay, they're not going to be like, you pronounced my name wrong. The archangel, this is so funny. I have to go with this. I'm going to channel this out and it's going to be like comedic channeling. Okay. Okay, so the archangels are sharing, we would never be concerned with the way you say her names. We will never correct you on that. We love you. We're happy you're inviting us in. We're happy you're tuning in. We're not concerned about dialect. We're not concerned about how we will be perceived. That is not part of our makeup, but it is for you as a human. So learn from the angels and let go of some of this technicality and wanting to be perfect and wanting to please and wanting to get it so right. If you come from your heart, it doesn't matter if you get it right. It really doesn't. And if someone that's in their mind or in their scattered mind is going to view you in your heart, expressing purely from your heart, and judge you because you said something wrong, that's okay. We can let that go. Happy Friday. Yeah, the angels are unconditional love. And they have specialties. They have things that they can specifically help us with. Colors are another way to tune into this. They have many arrays of effect on us. And they're also within us. So accessible fully to all of us. Okay, Jeremiah, let's see if I've said what you wanted me to say. It feels like yes. Wow, the art on this card. I'm just going to show it one more time because it's just so beautiful. Ooh, is it in there? Isn't it beautiful? Okay. La-dee-doo, la-dee-dee, la-dee-dee-dee-dee. Is anyone noticing that time is moving interestingly this week? Like sometimes really fast and sometimes really slow? Jamie, all of your guidance is fully available to you through the quantum portal of your heart. Silk's asking if this knows if her house is going to sell in December. That's really funny. Set your intention on what you desire to call in, and it will be called in. Ask and you shall receive, is what the angels shared. And also have no attachment to the outcome, which is such a paradox on planet Earth. You know, this is the process of manifestation really quick, which is we set our intention with love, we take the actions towards our goals, what we're wanting to anchor on the earth plane, but then we have to let go. Because anytime that we're basically, it's this, I'm getting like this image of like when we start to like clutch something and like pull it, and like it's so much work. It's so much work for us, and it also works against the very thing that we're trying to call in, ironically. So it's really, really key. I know that you've probably all heard this before, like let go of the outcome, and don't be attached to results and all these things. And you hear it, and your mind tries to perceive of it, but it truly is, you know, it's dropping into the heart. It's like it's not I'm gonna stay in the mind and need the matching of my desired design blueprint to be exact. And then it's such a paradox because there's like actually people on this planet working on blueprints and they're so important. And I'm going to keep going because I'm going to go off on a tangent. I really like blueprints. It's kind of my specialty in the Akashic Records. So I get a little excitable about it. But I'm going to pull a Soul Journey deck card and we're going to play the game again. It's funny too because I have a little stack of cards from the Work Your Light Oracle that I pre-pulled, and I thought it was going to be for this reading, and I was going to actually do a reading where I'm not pulling them live. And then I sat down, and it was like so clear to me that this was just my read for myself, and that the read here would be for everyone. Just sharing, because you know, I do channel a lot here, and you see me speaking from higher planes, and I want you to also see me as an earthling, because I am one for as long as Earth will have me. So Kayla's asking about my price points and things. Thanks, next chapter. That's very sweet. I just started using it a few years ago. Kind of muffled it for a while. So 222. Let's see what you're saying here, Kayla. Oh, Kayla, I think that you are actually trying to get into the old version of my Master Your Energy program. Which if you want to buy it, I mean, it's cool. It's still there. But the new version's like way upgraded. It's like that on steroids. Just so you know. But the reason I have the 222 price from my mind heart coherence, I think, session is what you're talking about, is because I need people to take it seriously. You're going to walk away from that session, and the same with the higher self portal, to be honest, but you're going to walk away different. If I had to liken it to any therapy, it would be QHHT. And you'll get pretty much the same light code, frequency, calibration, energies if you do my Master Energy program. Although for most of you here, I would say if I'm putting on my sales hat right now, the self-healing course is probably going to be your best step one. You're really going to feel it. Your chakras are going to get clear. You're going to start hearing yourself again. Your gifts are going to be online again. So that one is actually working with each chakra one by one up the system, and it's light language. It's fully channeled. It was designed and channeled through me to recalibrate the system for each individual to know I am able to heal myself completely. So that's the energy. When I create these things, they are truly divine. I get a download of this is what is needed now, and this is what you will do to bring this forth. Then I sit, I channel. It's from beyond me, and it heals me as well in the process. And the reason I have some of that stuff as purchase and not free is because it's a human way of me making sure you know and my YouTube is going to do a lot of this stuff for you as well. But if you do my things that are purchasable, get ready. You're going to be a lot more comfortable in your skin. It's my goal, is just to help you feel the self-love that is available to all of us. It's available. We just get told not to love ourselves, like our whole life. And you don't have to. You don't have to hate yourself. You came here to love. You all came here to love. You all came here to be in joy. You all came here to be experiencing the fullness of the present moment in each present moment. And, I as Bree and my whole team of guides that show up with me, we want to clear out anything that isn't you so that you can just be you again. That's our goal. Okay, card 4. And I feel like there's going to be some noise in the background. No worries. We got the guilt card. It's kind of funny at this point in the session. I realize any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul, or I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Such a cool art on this card. And Kayla, don't hesitate to email me, soulhealingwithbrie@gmail.com. Any questions that you have about things, if you're just not sure what to purchase, or this is for anyone really. I'll be honest, I've had people want to buy more of my expensive stuff, and I worked in sales a lot of my life, so I've downsold a lot of people because I'm like, this is what you need right now, and then we'll get to this at a time. Soon, kind of thing. Yeah, I'm just basically not putting sales dollars first. I'm putting the highest good of all first, always, in everything I do. So the guilt card, I've really worked through my guilt. So let's feel into the field now. Okay. So those of you now and in the future that are going to allow me and my guides to scan your field, you can just say yes. Okay. So first thing that's popping in is that guilt is fear in sheep's clothing, which is something to unpack over time. Let it land. But basically, when we're in guilt, it's a manipulative energy, everyone. If you're feeling guilty, it's because you've been taught to feel guilty. It's the truth. If you're feeling shameful, it's because you've been taught to feel shame. It's the truth. So this isn't to just now go and say, at the people that baked all this guilt and shame patterning into us. No, I don't know. That's just going to strengthen it. We all know the guilt loop. Can happen. And what I'm getting to is, If guilt has been something that you've been struggling with for a while, it's really time to dig into your sacral plexus chakra. Really scan there, really go in there and figure out what's going on there. What programming is ready to be released there. Root chakra too. Those are two chakras that I would sit in meditation and breath work with and scan there what's going on. Like, what am I feeling guilty about? Or what am I feeling shameful about? And like, okay, and then the first question is like, can I forgive myself for whatever this is? Like, can I forgive myself for not answering a phone call or whatever the thing is that you're guilting yourself about? Or, so I'll use myself as an example just to try to really be human about this. But like in the past, I would have felt guilty about not doing the chores in the house. I don't anymore because I've realized that my feeling guilty about that was a learned thing. And there actually is no reason for me to sit in guilt, because if I do sit in guilt, am I then able to help anyone? Like, am I able to be loving to my kids when they get home in a little bit here? Am I able to express love to friends and family and loved ones if I'm sitting in guilt? So some of you, it feels like you just need to hear a reason. Interesting. So you just need to hear a reason why it's not worth for you to sit in guilt and shame anymore. And some of you, it's because you're only sitting in guilt and shame because someone's telling you to. And I'm sorry to all of you, because the people that are doing this to you are about to have a spiritual awakening because of you. And sorry, I have to laugh about this a little bit. But basically, what you're going to train yourself to do now is realize that when you sit in those energies, you're not helping anyone. Maybe that's all you need. Maybe you just need to, you're sitting there and you're like guilting yourself or shaming yourself or whatever it is. And then maybe you're just asking yourself, is me being in this state assisting anyone? And you're immediately going to come up with no. Because you're going to realize even those people that are guilting and shaming you, you're actually not helping them by training them it's okay to guilt and shame people. And this is coming from a person, like, I've had a lot of people guilting and shaming me like my whole entire life. But like, I'm not going to do it back to them. I'm just not. That's not my game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I also forgive them. And this is important too. So the people that have guilted you and have shamed you and have made you feel like if you don't answer a phone at some point that you're like the worst person ever. Yeah, it feels like some of you, the way to let go of it is just forgive them. When you forgive them for wanting to have you feel that way, they won't be able to have you feel that way. It's so funny the way this is coming through. And I've had these revelations before. And they have manifested in my life in a very beautiful way where I don't let any of that stuff it's not happening anymore in my life. Someone's going to get mad at me about something, that's okay. That's all right with me. Cool, Samantha. Yeah, it's spirit aligns these things. Basically, if you're working through anything in life, this is channeling through from spirit. If you're working through anything and you're sensing that you need some help with it, just say it out loud. Angels, guides of the highest Christed light, I'm struggling with guilt today. I'm struggling with motivation today, or I'm struggling with fear today, or I'm struggling with anger today. Help me. Help will arrive. It will. Samantha, it'll arrive. Maybe it'll arrive from some kooky girl with a weird camera setup talking about guilt on TikTok. Like, you never know. You might be walking down the street and the perfect angel embodied in form shows up there and does something seemingly not important, but it moves you. And it's angels. It's our guidance if we ask them. And if we state it out loud, especially, state it out loud. I am willing to accept the assistance of the archangels for the highest and best good of all. State it out loud. I am willing to accept assistance from my guardian angel today around this topic that I've been struggling with for 2 decades. It's whatever it is, say it out loud. It'll show up. Watch. I promise you, start doing this and come back to me in a week and say, I just started to say the things I wanted and they showed up. Not the way I expected them to, or not the way I imagined they would, but they did. It's that wild when you step into divine alignment, which you are all doing now. You've done it. It's done. Now you get to float down the stream. Now you get to go with the current. You don't have to be looking around with your head above water anymore, trying to get the air. You don't have to anymore. You can just relax. It's true. Sound too good to be true? That's cool. Try it out. Talk to me in a little while. I promise you it's available. Flow state is available through the heart. That's it. Oh, they're going to get spicy again, but that's it. Drop into the heart. Don't get complicated about it. You don't have to sit in the mind and draw up plan after plan after plan after plan after plan after plan of how you're going to fix this or whatever. Solve this issue. Move through this milestone in your business or whatever it might be. Go into the heart and coast. The stuff you need is going to show up along the side of that river. It's all going to be there. But you got to let go first. You just got to let go. And if you're exhausted, say, I'm allowed to be exhausted. And I'm going to let go and rest. And things will continue to show up. And then the other thing that Spirit's dropping in right now, before I pull this card, the acceptance card, and it was actually in reverse, but I'm going to put it this way for the sake of the art. So flow state's feeling really unreachable to a lot of you. It is a beautiful card, Maria, I agree. And the only reason flow state's feeling unavailable to you is because you're going at it from the mind. That's it. It's not complicated. It's so simple. And I just want us all to really come together now and just maybe put, if you have the availability, to maybe put your hand over your heart and a hand over your third eye, if you can, in whatever pattern you want. And if you can, drop your eyes shut and say, I accept myself exactly as I am. And then just feel under your hands what's going on in the chakras. And then just say it again. I accept myself exactly as I am. And just feel how things begin to flow. And then switch the hands. This is a practice that you can use with any set of chakras. So you're going to place those hands over the chakras and just drop within if you have this in the availability. I accept myself exactly as I am. I accept myself exactly as I am. And then I want everybody to just shake out your hands a little bit if you did that practice. And remember that you can do that practice every day. Every day until it feels absolutely true. And then play with new statements. But this is, they want me to be practical. For those of you that are really exploring the chakra system, really use your hands. I'm telling you, just get in the practice of just holding your chakras each day. That's it. Just tune in. You're going to start to feel things in your hands. This is basically energy healing training that we're doing now. But you're going to start to feel your hand chakras communicating with those chakras. You're going to start to sense movement. You're going to sense the energy. And let's just say the sacral chakra and the heart chakra, for example. These are two chakras I've been working with, improving the flow between them. So I will do both hands over each. I will really tune in, tune in, tune in. And I'll listen to those places of me. I'll feel the light that's there. Because it's there. Wanting to emanate freely and completely in all directions. So in energy healing, we're clearing out anything that's in the way of our light. That's it. We don't have to complicate it. You don't have to become a master yogi and sit on a mountaintop for 120 years. You don't have to. You could if you really wanted to. But you can heal your energy in this world, in all of the varying different types of societies there are available in this world. Busy, hustling, bustling cities, or the countryside, or somewhere that's more remote. You can heal your energy anywhere. You can heal your energy on a bus, or on a train, or on a plane. You can just tune in to your energy. I wouldn't do it while you're driving or operating machinery, because you might really drop into something super cool. You might heal a chakra and then all of a sudden a whole new spirit guide or a whole new level of you, expression of you, domain of you, density of you, dimension of you reveals. These things will happen if you are dedicated with your chakras. If every day you just tune into them and send them love, send them support, ask them what they need. That didn't feel any way related to this card. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Actually, it did. Wow, that art. I mean, look at that art. And then randomly at the end, because my family is going to barrel through that door any second, I have a friend in Finland. I won't share the name, but different geometries were forming in water, and they looked a lot like this, and it's kind of funny. And then there was also he was sharing of lots of large motherships that I have video of, and I'm likely to share soon because they're here with us. The star beings, they're very here. And the more we open our consciousness, the more we'll be able to see and interact with them. Water is fascinating. Remember water, I'm thinking of a Hashimoto, or the water experiments. Water is programmable. Water is consciousness. So speak your intentions into your water. You're struggling with the self-acceptance or the self-trust or the self-love. Say into the water, I accept myself, I love myself, and then drink the water and watch as it feels a little bit more natural to you. Because the water is going to move through you, and water holds memory. It is doing something so beyond when I can, describe with words. Orb experiences, beautiful. Yeah, your consciousness is very open then. Yeah. And then if you do have an orb experience, try to communicate with the orb. Tune into it. Not with words, with consciousness. And then, so bless your water. Speak your intentions into your water. Even before a shower, this is the last thing I'll share before I close this down. But before you step into the shower, I want to cleanse my energy. I want to cleanse all of my energetic layering bodies. I want to cleanse all of my subtle bodies, my energy, every cell within me, on all levels, layers, planes, and dimensions. I bless this shower. I call my spirit guides of the highest Christed light to bless this experience and bless me. Set your intentions, and if you can do it out loud, wonderful. But if your intention truly is pure and from your heart, and you're aware of that intention and you're aware of that love within your heart, there's nothing else you have to do. You can use the showers, the water, the crystals, the tools, the energy healers, the channelings, the oracle reads, the meditations, the frequency healing music, the chakra healing music, the all the tools and abilities of ours. But as long as you're tuning into the heart every day and you're accepting the fact that you are love and you are having the intention to share your love and expand your love, watch as everything just becomes more beautiful, more authentic, more present. We are the ultimate tool. Shannon, thank you. Yes. It is us that is going to be the facilitator of these changes in our lives and of these shifts in our consciousness and of these spreadings of love and art and gifts and the sharing of love and joy and connection and gratitude. So let's go be some awesome tools. Old versions of me are laughing in the background like, tools. I love you old versions. I love you new versions. I love this version. I love all these versions. I love all of you. I love it all. All that is. Thank you so much for being here. I might post this one on my YouTube, but if not, it will be in my energy healing membership, which I'll just plug at the very end, which is it's $11 a month. So much channeling in there. So much channeling. Every month you get a healing. There's like every oracle read, tons of activations. It originally was called Starseed activations, and then my guides came into my field and they're like, society's not quite ready for this terminology right now, but a lot of them are ready for energy healing. And I was like, yeah, that does make sense, but I'm a starseed. And they're like, we'll get there. Kind of like when I'm talking to people that are considering my services and I'm like, let's not rip all the band-aids off yet. Let's rip a few off. Let's let those heal and then we'll rip all of them off. Kind of thing. I love you all so much. I will see you all next Friday or sooner. And beautiful souls. Keep shining that light out there. And may everything that is in the process of healing heal. Beautifully and lovingly and gracefully. With ease and grace and comfort and peace and divine support. May you all be blessed. Deep breath in. Namaste.